I'm Jenny. I'm an 83-year-old grandmother looking after my 3 granddaughters. And it's a pleasure that I can look after them even though at my old age. Old age is a blessing from God. Actually, we are very blessed when we get old. We can do most of the things like shopping with friends, and having lunch with them, and we can go outing with family and all this. It's important that we keep ourselves healthy so we can do most of things. And now getting old, we don't have to bother about like going to work in the morning and rushing around. We just do our whatever we can sleep in a little if we want to, carry on doing things that we like. But sometimes being old, we get a bit of forgetful and a bit slow, but it doesn't matter. It's okay to do that. After all, this is expected, and we are very blessed that we can live to our old age. Now I'm looking after my grandchildren, 3 of them, and it's a joy for me that I'm able to look after them, because they can always talk to me, and then they take me to their school's carnival, and sometimes I involve in the activities. Like my youngest granddaughter have singing lessons, and then she will help me to. She would ask me to show her the wording so she can follow. And I like cooking for my grandchildren, and they like my cooking. No doubt I'm not a very good cook.
Morning, I'm PK Yap. I'm a relative newcomer to SSMC, and I'm glad to share my thoughts with you on MSF Sunday. One of the joys of growing old is the lack of worries, or the relative lack of worries. As a parent, and all parents, we tend to worry about our children. So I worry about them during the school life, university life, when they started work, when they got married, and even when they had children. But after a certain number of years, I suddenly realized that they are matured and their lives are very stable. So my worries have started to recede. And now it's the other way around. I seem to transfer my worries to them. They worry about me instead of me worrying about them. So that's one of the joys of growing old, lack of worries in this respect. Then the other factor is fear of dying. I think at my age, I feel I've discharged all my responsibilities already, so I have no fear of dying. The only fear I have is of dying a prolonged, lingering and painful death. So all of us pray that we have a quick, painless ending. I remember that soon after my cousin died of a long fight with cancer, I went to visit him and I spoke to the widow. She's a nurse who nursed him for 5 years. And she said, I don't want to go through that in my life. What I wish for is to die in my sleep. And that's also my wish. But then it's not we who decide. It's God finally who decides how we live and how we die. And that's my message.
I'm Chris Chiu. Lily, my wife Lily and we came to SSMC on the 19th of February last year. So we are new to the church. And for both of us, it was a great experience. We first came. Then following that, we have come here for many of the meetings. And also at the same time that I'm able to meet the pastor and his wife, Heather. And also along the way, I had some personal problem, and Pastor Robin was able to assist and help us. And along the way, I find that we are also at the same time very much welcomed by the MSF, the Senior Fellowship. And gradually, we started to move into take part some of the activities of the church. And currently, we are in the DG, and also I'm also in the visitation group. So my experience with SSMC is very rewarding as a senior. I think that at this moment of my time, I felt that it's a good experience to really experience the Christian brotherly kind of a relationship, how we can care for one another. And I realized that many of the senior people, during my visitation, I can see that some have needs, some are not well. But we can also sense the spirit of joy that they have when they meet us. At the same time, we also feel very joyful because we're able to participate with them and pray with them and also have the Holy Communion. So this is an experience which I've never done before, although I've been a Christian for many, many years. So I felt this is a family that I belong to, and the family is getting bigger and bigger for me, and I enjoy it very much.
Hi, my name is Moi Lee. My joy is knowing God, and it's in this relationship that I experience forgiveness and His restoring grace again and again in my life. You may ask, but Moi Lee, don't you experience His joy in every season of your life? Yes, but as a senior, it's a deepening joy. And to know that I am His beloved. You know, when I was younger, I made some wrong choices. I had my failures. But I thank God that He always have my back. He never leave me nor forsake me. And lastly, my joy is also to know His accompanying presence. Whether it is walking into the hospital for my hospital appointments, for my biopsy result, He's so real. And I thank God that this is the best choice that I've made in my life. That is to follow Jesus. No turning back. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for your rod and your staff comfort me. Yeah, He has my back.